Are you curious about how to use the different forms of the verb to be? Let's find out how to use them in this video. Hi, I'm Andrew from Always English. In today's lesson, we're going to look at the most common verb in the English language. What is that? It's the verb to be. With the verb to be, we commonly use this verb to introduce ourselves. We can tell someone our name, our age, our nationality, and also our job. Let me give you an example. My name is Andrew. I am 45 years old. I am from England. I am a teacher. We are studying English. Now, I want you to remember that, and later in today's lesson, I'll ask you to give me an example and write your example in the comments. You might be thinking, the verb to be, that's too easy. We did that a long time ago. But you'll be surprised, I've got some more advanced students who actually still make really common mistakes with the verb to be because it's an irregular verb. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the different forms of the verb in the present, in the past, and in the future. Shall we start with the present? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to learn all of the forms of the verb that connect with each pronoun. So we'll start with I am. And we can contract that, which means to shorten. When we shorten, it becomes I'm. I want you to try I'm. Okay, good. Next we've got he is, he's, she is, she's, it is, it's, you are, your, we are, where, and they are, there. With the verb to be in the present positive, you can see there are three forms: is, am, are. Let's do some examples. He is hungry. They are talking. I am tired. The present negative is a little bit easier to remember. All you need to do is simply add not to the end of your sentence. Let me show you the examples now on the screen. We've got I am not contracted to I'm not. He is not. Now there's two options available. We can say he's not or he isn't, and they both mean exactly the same. She is not or she's not or she isn't. It is not, it's not, or it isn't. You are not, you're not. We are not, we're not. They are not, they're not. Okay, let's have a look at some examples. I'm not Spanish. They're not hungry. We're not swimming. Next, we want to look at how to form a question with the verb to be. What we do is we simply change the order of the words in the question. So instead of saying I am, we swap those two words and we say am I. Let's have a look at some examples. Am I? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are you? Are we? Are they? We can also use one of the WH question words, and we can put the question word at the beginning of the sentence. For example, who? We can say, who am I? Where? Where is she? What? What is it? Shall we move on to the past? Okay, we'll start with past positive. We've got two forms of the verb, was and were. I was, he was, she was, it was, you were, we were, they were. Let's look at some examples. I was eating. She was dancing. They were talking. And we're back to the easy part again. With past negative, what should we do? We just add not. For example, I was not contracted, that becomes I wasn't. He was not, he wasn't. She was not, she wasn't. It was not, it wasn't. You were not, you weren't. We were not, we weren't. They were not, they weren't. Let's look at some examples. He was not hungry. They were not studying. We were not happy. And then we need to look at how we form a question in the past. Can you remember what we need to do? We need to switch the order of the first two words. Let me show you. Was I? Was he? Was she? Was it? Were you? Were we? Were they? Okay, let's have a look at some examples. Were you at school? Was she hungry? Was I angry? With the future, it gets a little bit easier. All we need to do is just add one form with every pronoun, and it is will. Will. I will. He will. She will. It will. You will. We will. They will. Easy, right? Let's look at some examples. It will rain. She will swim. We will walk. And now we've got future negative. What do? We just add not. Let's have a look at how we do that. Okay, so we've got I will not, contracted, that becomes I won't. He will not, he won't. She will not. She won't. It will not. It won't. You will not. You won't. We will not. We won't. And they will not. They won't. And let's have a look at some examples. I will not talk. She won't sing. He will not eat. And finally, let's have a look at how to form a question in the future. Let's look at the examples. Will I? Will he? Will she? Will it? Will you? Will we? Will they? And here are some examples. Will I sing? Will they eat? Will we talk? Now there is a lot for you to remember, but what you can do, this video is time-stamped, so if you just want to review the present, go back and just look at the present, or if you want to look just at the past, you can do that, or if you want to look just at the future, you can do that. But shall we do some exercises? What I want you to do now, if you've got your notebook and a pen handy, I want you to write down 4 things. I want you to tell me your name, your age, your nationality, and your job. For example, my name is Andrew. I am 45 years old. I am English. I am a teacher. We are studying English. Have a try. Write it down in your notepad. Drop it into the comments. I'll check it for you and I'll give you some feedback. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll see you in the next lesson.